Hey, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Chad, and I'm back from Vegas, man. And this time I'm bringing y'all a video outside. So I just really want to talk about this video, how the basically the truth is no longer truth anymore. It seems like the truth is being replaced by narratives, agendas, opinions. In today's society, I've noticed that people do not like facts. They do not like facts and truth. For some reason, facts and truth hurt people's feelings. But like it says, you know, truth hurts. Truth, basically, like how Jesus said, how he is the way, the truth, and the life, which he is. Truth is basically like a dividing sword. It comes split down the middle. It shows the lies, shows the truth, exposes that what needs to be exposed, and everything. And I notice nowadays it's just like people are just doing whatever they want to. It honestly makes no sense. You'll give them the facts and they'll still stick to their opinion. I made a YouTube video about this a while ago, about how people are, they'll hear the truth, they'll know the truth, and they'll still push their opinion. Like, at some point you have to realize that your opinion's not valid anymore when the truth is on the table. Like, for instance, behind me I see that the leaves on the trees are orange and yellow, right? Which means that it is fall. We're heading towards winter. Now, if someone told me, yo, it's summer, I would say that's not the truth. But people say, well, that's my opinion. And all of a sudden that opinion's fact. And it's like, bro, what world do you live in? What reality are you in? Are you in the metaverse? I don't know if you're here on Earth with us, but are you in the metaverse? Are you in the Matrix? Like, I don't know what place you're in. So, 2 Timothy 4-3 says, for the time will come when people will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. Now, this can apply to spirituality, whether you want to follow the new age, whether you want to be Buddhist or anything like that. But this also goes around for people who live in this type of kind of, I don't want to blame liberals for everything, but if we're going to be honest, liberals are the ones who come up with this stuff, like a liberal bubble where they basically all say the same thing, even with the truth on the table. And so it's like the doctrine's all sorts of messed up, the narratives are all trash, the agenda's all trash, but they would rather stick to the doctrines of what their ears want to hear, which is, yeah, America's so bad, and critical race theory, and Kyle Rittenhouse shot black people. And it's like the truth has been on the table. He didn't shoot a single black person. He didn't cross state lines with a gun. He got the gun when he was already at his friend's house over the state lines. All of this was self-defense. He didn't shoot this someone pointed their gun. It's like, bruh, I don't understand. This video, it's gonna be a little bit of ranting from me. It's not gonna be too long, but it's just like, at some point we gotta realize that, it, I don't know, man. I just know, me personally, I'm the type of person where even if I don't like the truth, not my truth, not what the world tells me the truth is, but the truth, I still go with the truth. And that's just something that I will always go with, the truth. And when I was in darkness, when I was, following my own ways, being spiritually dead, doing stuff that would, hurt my soul, I turned to God, I turned to Jesus, and then I found out the truth. And what's crazy about Jesus is once you come to the truth, you see nothing but truth in the world. There's not a single issue that I see happening in the world, and my discernment doesn't tell me ahead of time what it is before the mainstream media tries to tell you how to think. I've never seen where the mainstream media comes up with excuses and opinions and tells you how to think more than anything. I literally have talked to people who walk around spitting out and regurgitating the same talking points, that the mainstream media pushes. And I'm like, bro, do you guys do any of your own research? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I showed them the facts. They're like, that's not true. I'm like, have you researched this? Well, nah, I saw on the news. Don't stop. Anybody who tells me they saw on the news, or CNN told me, or MSNBC told me, sometimes I don't even trust Fox News. Now, Fox, what's crazy about Fox is that most people don't realize. People say Fox News, it's a Republican station. Fox News is the only station that does not push the same narrative that every mainstream liberal media source pushes. CNN pushes the same stuff. I would say ABC, PBS, um, MSNBC. Fox is the only one that pushes something different, where it may still have an agenda behind it sometimes, but if you think about it, if you're the only one doing something different than what everyone else is doing, why not give that other source a chance? If I was someone who didn't know what was going on in the world and I see 10 different news networks are pushing their truth and Fox News comes out with something that shows the truth, I would be like, it's weird that everyone's saying the same thing but Fox. Let me take a look and do my own research. You know, I'm a person who always says, do your own research, right? And it takes just a little bit of time. You compare two different sources, see how the material lines up, research it, and you come to your own conclusion. Now, some stuff is pretty cut and dry. The sky is blue. Sky is blue. Grass is green. The grass is green. This is a driveway. This is a driveway. I'm a human talking on camera. It doesn't change. But we've confused the truth somehow, some way. It's like overnight. It's like the truth has just disappeared. You know, we don't know what gender we are. You're either a man or a woman. Simple. People don't know what facts are versus opinion. Fact is, the sky is blue, and it will always be. The fact is, the grass is green, it will always be. That's a tree. Just because we remove, you know, presidential statues and tear stuff down and put up these random people as memorials doesn't make that truthful. Like, why are we going to erase history? Why are we going to erase stuff that tells the story of America, tells the story of just the mix of culture? It doesn't change the fact that this isn't the truth. Like, the truth is always going to be the truth. And that's the funny part about it is, it's like the more people try to stray away from the truth, the more apparent the truth becomes. It's like the more people try to give their own opinion, it's the more washed and more unsound doctrine it sounds like. It just, like, I don't even know. I do not know. It just gets crazier and crazier. And then 2 Timothy 3:1-5. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people. You have a lot of people who say, I love God. God is great. God is good. Let me thank him for my bread. And yet they're living the same life they always have. I came to God, right? Stopped smoking, stopped doing a whole bunch of stuff in my life where some people, and I'm not using this to brag, so don't think I'm bragging, but a lot of people be like, Chad, you've changed so much. I don't even know who you are anymore. That's the point. It's literally the point of God. It's literally the point of Jesus. My old self died when I came to him. So for people to say, I love God, and their lifestyle, the way they move, how their way of thinking is, the renew your mind, they have done none of that. They haven't changed any of their character. They haven't changed their different behaviors. They haven't renewed their mind. And you also have to think about how, if the world is saying this is the truth, and you have a small group of people who are saying, let's take a brighter look, let's question that. You have to. I'm gonna tell you like this: whatever the world is pushing, you have to say, that's weird. Everybody in the world is saying the same thing. Even if you're Christian, if Christians are Christians, spiritual people, even if you're a non-believer and you're aware of what's going on in the world, I know we can all look at each other right here on this video and say, we both know that if you're agreeing more than likely with what the world is saying, then you're already flowing in the spirit of the Antichrist. It's no other way to say it. The spirit of the Antichrist, you're flowing in the spirit of opinions, narratives, lies. There's no truth in any of that. But if you stand on your own 2 feet, stand up against the narrative, go against what they want the truth to be, and go with the truth, you'll be way more at peace. I don't understand why people don't see that. Like, for people to say, oh, it's more than one gender, and I feel confused today, and it changes, it's fluid. That's confusion. If you just, I'm just male. Look at that. Solved. I don't gotta think any further. You don't gotta go through the fluids. You don't have to do all that. If you take the time, I'm just wrap up this video with this. If you take the time to find the truth and not everybody else's truth, their truth, my truth, the world's truth, and you go with the truth, you will find the answers that you're looking for. But until you do that, you will never find it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to do this video about truth. This is really just a rant. I probably didn't say anything of much substance. I think I did though. But if you have any comments or you feel the same way, leave a comment down below. Y'all see that sun is really hitting your boy. But yeah, man, I'm back home. I'm gonna probably start uploading videos more frequently now that I'm back. I just needed a little break away from everything, you know, get a little vacation, take my mind off things. Still gave y'all an upload while I was out of town though. But yeah, man, leave a comment down below if y'all have any. It's been your boy Chad, and I'm out. Peace.